Number three, building a stable of horses, and of course by that we mean running backs, remains my number one. That's the Wolf's number one fantasy football draft strategy. I happen to share this opinion with the Wolf. I'm a big believer in this. Every now and then a draft goes down in a way where it's just how it falls, and you just end up not with that. It happened to me in one of the drafts last year, and you just kind of like enter the season then just being like, man, I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to be fighting for a playoff spot, if I'm lucky. But I mean, sometimes you go into these things like this one. I know it's a mock draft, so I shouldn't get so excited. I mean, I got this stable, and I'm just like, if this was real, I would just be wrecking people. All right, my stable is Alvin Kamara, Marlon Mack, Chris Carson, Peyton Barber, and then Kareem Hunt tucked away in the back.
Yeah, dude, that's a stable.
Pretty nasty stable. I mean, Peyton Barber, stable. We talked about how much usage we think he's going to get. I'm not a huge believer in him, but as my fourth option, I mean, if he could be a potential workhorse back, I'll take him. Man, Kamara, Mack, and Carson, though,
yeah,
that is nasty to throw out there. And Kareem Hunt, who the hell knows with that guy? I don't endorse his lifestyle, but don't tell me that guy in week 10 or something couldn't come back and just be a monster.
Absolutely. No, you're hitting on all the points because you very well could be right from the start of the season rolling out 3 RB1s. If Carson picks up where he left off, he was like the RB6 over the last 7 or so weeks when they started really feeding him. I mean, he's a beast, and it's going to remain a run-heavy offense. I get Rashad Penny's looking good, but Mike Davis in 146 touches is gone, and so plenty of that's going to fall back on Carson. He's going to be right back in that 250 carry place at explosive offense with Russell Wilson at it. Yeah, and their offensive line's finally kind of getting their feet under them. So yeah, I love Carson as your third. And that's the whole point of this strategy we call building a stable. We debuted it last year, and almost everyone who followed it at least got to their semis, if not won their league. We had so many people say, you kept telling me go all in on running backs. Yeah, I loaded up on 4 guys in the first 5 rounds, ended up with 3 that panned out. And when you have that option of just RB1 in your top spot, RB1 in your second spot, and then your flex is also a 3-down workhorse, it's the ultimate edge you can possibly get. Because right now there's this whole conception, well, now that there's more featured backs, you got to go back to the receivers, but you don't get the points, that 20 plus touches, that 20 plus fantasy points a week at the receiver position. They can get taken out by good cornerbacks, they can disappear at any point, whereas you just have that sturdiness of 3 big producers at running back. It's the ultimate strategy. What's up, big guy? That you can possibly do. So I'm fully with you. Even if it's a little bit more saturated of a market for running backs, I'm still taking 3 within my first 5, maximum 6 picks. If I don't have 3 guys at the running back position within my first 6, I'm feeling, like you said, a little nervous, a little uncomfortable going into my league. You look at those RB1s in the first round: Zeke, Kamara, Saquon, C-Mac. You got Joe Mixon, Melvin Gordon, Lev, DJ. At top 9, I have to take one of those guys. We talked about our draft. 9 straight running backs, and none of them fell to me. I was at 10. So and then you look at the second round.
That was a very RSJ draft.
It was so RSJ. But then you got, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Marlon Mack, Damian Williams in round 2. Derrick Henry's also round 3. Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs for the Raiders. I need to get 2 of those 3 guys. In my first 3 rounds, I want 2 of those guys, no matter what. And then by round 6, I want my third, I want my flex. So I love what you did. My stable wasn't as safe. I have Gurley, Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Latavius Murray, not as nearly as safe as yours, and I don't feel quite as good as I would have of yours. I have a high upside stable, but the ceiling, the floor of that stable, not very good. But, again, all in on that building a stable. Even though there are more running backs, you're at a huge disadvantage if you're the guy that's going against someone with 3 horses and you only have 2, maybe even just 1. You got to have that stable of horses. I'm all about it.